Experts involved in these negotiations argue that business rescue plays a crucial role in South Africa, given the country's relatively small economy and need to preserve jobs. Prior to the relevant legislation coming into effect in 2011, the only recourse open to distressed companies was liquidation. Attorney Dr. Eric Lievenstein provides some examples.
We've seen fallout in the sugar business, Tongaat Hewlett. Most of these companies some of them have exited business rescue, some remain in business rescue. We've seen Ellie's Electronics, the Rio Vaya Bus Corporation is in business rescue. We had some in the agricultural sector. Do Crisp went into a business rescue process, supplying goods to the retail stores around the country. We've had Andalusian Mine, we've had Black Chrome Mine, and of course the South African Post Office.
Lievenstein says the process of business rescue does come with some challenges that can often stem from a lack of understanding. The South African Post Office's business rescue has been under scrutiny recently over issues of the funding to save the entity from liquidation and calls from MPs for the business rescue practitioners' removal. BRP practitioner Siviwe Dongwana notes that decision-making of government can be painfully slow.
We ourselves at SAA, we had a 3-month decision around the shape and form of what the SAA of the future is going to look like, and that was dependent on government making certain decisions that they would then be prepared to fund. And we saw that with the business rescue of SA Express, where Patlanim Kombo was involved, and ultimately SA Express was liquidated. We see it with Siposono at Mango, that process has become grindingly slow. So I do have a lot of sympathy around the business rescue proceedings of SOCs.
Dongwana says channels of communication are established with the relevant stakeholders affected by the process for the ease of flow of information. He says dealing with unions is always difficult because they tend to see the BRPs as a proxy for management.
The reality that most organized labor see a business rescue process as only having one effect, which is the retrenchments and reduction of employees. And the unions obviously have got a right to make sure that they fight for the jobs, they fight for the salary increases, they fight for the right of labor. But the bigger issue for us is how we navigate away from historical issues.
On the contentious issue of fees, Dongwana explains that they are regulated.
The Act allows for rescue practitioners to negotiate fees on a matter with a client, and if they negotiate fees with the client, the fee that has been negotiated must be tabled to creditors and they must approve it. And you would typically find that at the minimum, most practitioners will negotiate that there is an inflationary increase in that rate to reflect the current commercial realities.
Dongwana clarifies that the confusion over fees often arises because business rescue costs are combined with practitioners' fees. Businesses have been urged to seek help early to allow for a smoother restructuring process. Nosipho, Radebe, SABC News, Johannesburg.